Tell me about the best trip you ever had.
Well, my whole life had been building up to the one trip where I reached a state of pure enlightenment. I thought I was a god, and I'd come from another dimension to use the knowledge I learned from that dimension to rule this one. I was channel surfing through different bodies from all around the world. I felt what it was like to die of old age and be reborn in a completely new corporeal form. I lived entire lifetimes in the space of a few hours. I've seen things only a select few people get to see in their lives on this earth. I've seen the true power of LSD.
Now we're not advocating all drugs, are we?
Well, not all drugs. Just one. LSD. I hope that you don't go your life without taking it at least once. It can restore the sense of wonder about the universe you lost as you grew up.
Describe what is lost.
Well, I strongly believe that when you are an infant you see the world as you do when you are on LSD. Everything is magical and exciting and new. Pretty rainbows everywhere, faces melting, walls moving. Your five senses are out of balance because they have not yet been fully mastered. Your emotional intelligence is low. Negative things really affect you and can even make you cry. That is why babies respond positively to bright colors and harmonious music. But as we grow older, our brain filters out all these distractions so that we don't go insane. LSD can enable you to view the world again like you did before your brain started filtering out all these things.
How long have you been taking it?
Once a week for almost 3 years now. I want to prove to the world that LSD has no negative long-term effects on the body.
And what about the mind?
For me, none. Believe it or not, it's fundamentally altered all the negative perceptions I had about the world into positive ones, resulting in my persona being narrowed down into two emotions, happy and less happy.
Sounds fantastic.
Well, I'm starting to forget what it was like to have ever been depressed or down. And even though once in a blue moon I may have a bad trip because my emotions are exaggerated on acid, they are not so in my everyday life. I have become very thick-skinned.
Can anyone try acid?
Yes and no. Not everyone is ready for it. If someone is generally more negative than positive in their everyday life, this will be amplified if they were ever to ingest LSD. Your mental state needs to be in a positive place to have a trip, and you need to be comfortable with who you are and how you project yourself to other people. Acid is all about perception. Perceptions about the world and your place in it.
We could go on forever, and we probably will. See you in part 2.